How to deal with Pyria symptoms, treatment, cause, and cure. Pyria is nothing but advanced gum disease, more commonly called periodontitis. It is a widely recognized fact that oral health is a mirror of your overall health. It begins with maintaining healthy gums, although most people link oral hygiene only with the teeth. Actually, your teeth are healthy as long as you keep the gums strong, otherwise, you start losing your teeth one by one. Gums support and confine the teeth, therefore keeping them disease-free is of utmost importance. If you have an onset of Pyria, start damage control immediately. But before you do that, you must understand how to recognize it early, why it occurs, the projected complications and how to cure it. Before going into the video, discover the forgotten power of plants, the Home Remedies Handbook. You'll find 800 plus beneficial plants and remedies in the lost book of Herbal Remedies. It includes recipes of tinctures, teas, decoctions, essential oils, syrups, salves, poultices, infusions, and many other natural remedies that all of our grandparents used for centuries. What's also special about this book is that it has between 2 and 4 high definition, color pictures for each plant, and detailed identification guidelines to make sure you've got the right plant. So make sure to check the first link in our description to get the book. Now let's get into today's video. How to recognize Pyria signs and symptoms. What is Pyria? The term comes from the Greek language meaning the discharge of pus. Also called periodontitis, Pyria is a multifactorial disease that directly affects the gum tissues and the bones in the mouth. The disease is bacterial in nature and a consequence of untreated gingivitis. Since it progresses from gingivitis, its signs and symptoms are significant and not to be ignored. At Kirkland Premier Dentistry, Dr. Gaurav Sharma has 400 plus hours of continuing education from the prestigious American Academy of Implant Dentistry. He applies for the latest research and advances in dentistry to provide the best dental care to patients. It quickly leads to the next step, tooth loss. Whenever you identify with any of the following symptoms, contact the dentist near you ASAP in Kirkland Premier Dentistry. Swollen or tender gums that bleed easily. Bad breath. Loose teeth. Painful chewing. Pus between the teeth and gums. Tender and sensitive gums. Bleeding while flossing or brushing. Deep pockets form between the teeth. Receding gums, making your teeth look longer. Why it occurs. Reasons for Pyria. Pyria is an oral condition occurring due to plaque buildup along gum lines. Plaque is a sticky and flexible film, laden with bacteria that keep emitting acids and toxins harmful to the teeth, gums as well as bones in the mouth. It leads to disease and loss of bone and teeth. If left untreated, plaque gets converted into a hard calcified structure known as calculus or tartar. This tartar is the root cause of gum inflammation, bleeding, paining and receding, all signs of Pyria. Basically, if you are complacent about oral hygiene in general and not following the brushing twice and flossing once routine, you will invite a lot of oral problems. If not Pyria, then caries and tooth loss. Among medical conditions, diabetes has a direct effect on gum health, and not only Pyria but also creates complications if you already have gum disease. Among lifestyle habits, smoking is a killer for the gums. It is a good reason to quit. It brings bone loss, gum disease, and tooth decay. Also interferes with gingivitis treatment. Regular massage of gums is also important. Dealing with Pyria, the complications. Delaying or not being meticulous with treatment can aggravate any disease. Untreated or advanced Pyria brings a risk of other diseases such as cardiovascular disease, lung infections, premature labor, or having a low-weight baby if a pregnant lady is infected. It does not cause the above conditions, just increases the risk. Additional complications include recurrent gum boils, painful masses of pus, progressive damage to the ligaments that connect the tooth to its socket, and loss of the alveolar bone, the bone in the jaw that contains tooth sockets. Acute necrotizing ulcerative gingivitis or NUG is an advanced stage of gingivitis that may occur, causing severe damage to tissues in the cheeks and lips. Treatment. Pyria is entirely curable. The prime in-office treatment involves removing plaque from the surface of the tooth and gums. Other treatments include sustaining suitable oral hygiene practices. All these are aimed at targeting the bacteria colonies inside the mouth. At Kirkland Premier Dentistry, we provide advice on how to use toothbrushes and floss to keep your teeth and gums decontaminated. We also recommend other oral hygiene products like mouthwash or water pick for better hygiene. Professional scaling and root planning. The method for Pyria treatment involves removing excessive plaque/tartar from the teeth and their roots. The dentist also polishes the teeth and treats them with fluoride. To promote fast healing, deep cleaning of periodontal pockets is needed. Antibiotic medicines. Sometimes antibiotics are also prescribed to check the progression of bacteria and plaque. Antibiotics may be for application or consumption or both. Flap surgery. When initial treatments do not show results, your periodontist may advise a surgical procedure known as flap surgery. The surgery helps in removing deposits that have formed underneath the gums. Also, if there is severe bone loss, bone grafting surgery may be required in some cases. Other measures that the patients can take: quitting smoking, attend follow-up appointments without fail, flossing once or twice a day. Using electric toothbrushes and other flossing devices is also recommended, wherever suitable. And don't forget to check out the Lost Book of Herbal Remedies book, where you'll find 800 plus beneficial plants and remedies on how to recipes of tinctures, teas, decoctions, essential oils, syrups, salves, poultices, infusions, and many other natural remedies that our grandparents used for centuries. What's also special about this book is that it has between 2 and 4 color pictures for each plant and detailed identification guidelines to make sure you've got the right plant. So get your copy by clicking the first link in our description.